switch. 34.
Hey everyone, again welcome back to the channel. Now we're diving into the action-packed 2024 Mr. Olympia Men's Classic Physique Prejudging. There were some serious surprises, amazing improvements, and a lot of excitement on stage. From new rising stars to the reigning champ defending his crown, this is one Olympia you won't miss. So who's looking dominant, who's battling for that top spot, and what happened to some of the fan favorites? Let's get right into it. The first call-out always sets the tone for the competition, and this year's lineup was stacked with the absolute best in the game. Let's break it down from left to right on the stage. We've got Wesley Vissers, the Dutch powerhouse and last year's 7th place finisher. Wesley is fresh off his big win at the Arnold Classic and expectations were high for him. He's been hyping himself up all year, but can he back it up on the Olympia stage? Next to him, we saw Michael Dabol, who finished 6th last year and is coming in hot after winning the Muscle Contest Austria Pro. Michael has consistently improved and his fans are hopeful for a higher placement this year. Then we had Urs Kalecinski, the Miracle Bear from Germany. Urs placed in the top 3 last year and he's coming off victories at the Texas Pro and the EVL's Prague Pro. He's got a strong shot at challenging for the top spot. In the center of it all is the reigning and 5-time Mr. Olympia champ, Chris Bumstead. This man is a legend and the crowd went wild as soon as he stepped on stage. Can anyone dethrone him this year? To the right of Chris, we had Mike Sommerfeld, last year's 8th place finisher and winner of the Bogota Pro. Mike's been steadily climbing the ranks and today he looked bigger and more conditioned than ever. Next there was Ramon Dino, the fan favorite from Brazil. He's the runner-up from the last 2 Olympias and was also the runner-up at this year's Arnold Classic. Many thought he could give Chris a run for his money, but something was off today. Also on stage, we saw Jose Manuel Munoz, the Empro Classic champion, and finally Brian Ansley, the former 2-time Classic Physique Olympia champ and last year's 4th place finisher. Brian is still looking to prove he's a top contender even as he nears the end of his Classic Physique career. Now here's where things started to get interesting. In the second call-out, we had a bit of a shocker. Ramon Dino, Brian Ansley and Jose Manuel Munoz were fighting it out for what seemed to be 4th, 5th and 6th place. This was a huge surprise, especially for all the Ramon fans out there. Ramon, who was expected to be a top contender, had a rough day. He was sweating profusely to the point where his tan was literally running off. It's crazy to think that one of the best bodybuilders in the world could have an issue like this, but it definitely affected his performance. He started to look smaller and less sharp as the prejudging went on. I think we're looking at Ramon landing in either 5th or 6th place, which is a big disappointment for his fans. Brian, on the other hand, looked fantastic. Even though he's no longer at the peak of his career, he's still a force to be reckoned with, and he's likely fighting for 4th place today. He came in with great conditioning, showcasing those classic lines he's famous for. In the third call-out, we had Wesley Vissers and Michael Dabol going head-to-head, most likely battling for 7th and 8th place. Now, Wesley had a lot of hype coming into this show after his Arnold Classic win, but the question is, did all that hype work against him? Some fans feel like Wesley might have gotten a little too cocky after his Arnold victory, and unfortunately, today it doesn't look like he'll be cracking the top 6. Michael Dabol, on the other hand, is holding his own and he could be finishing right around Wesley. Both of them have great physiques, but they're up against some serious competition this year. Now, for the moment, we've all been waiting for the final call-out. The top 3 athletes in this year's Classic Physique division were none other than Chris Bumstead, Urs Kalecinski, and Mike Sommerfeld. Let's talk about Chris first. Chris Bumstead, what more can we say about this guy? He's been dominating the Classic Physique division for 5 years, and today, it looks like he's on track for a 6th title. His size, conditioning, and stage presence are just on another level. His delts, triceps, and legs are all looking insane, and when you compare him side by side with the others, it's hard to argue against him. But this year, Chris is facing more pressure than ever. Urs Kalecinski is on fire. Urs brought in a bigger, fuller package and he really stood out today. His arms especially have improved and he's pushing Chris harder than we've ever seen before. Urs is locked in for that top 2 spot and it's amazing to see how much he's improved since last year. Finally, we've got Mike Sommerfeld, who's made a huge leap this year. Mike has been steadily improving, and today he's earned his place in the top 3. His legs in particular stood out and his conditioning was spot on. It's incredible to see him battling it out with the best in the world. So who's going to take home the 2024 Classic Physique Olympia title? Will Chris Bumstead continue his reign, or could we see an upset with Urs Kalecinski or Mike Sommerfeld making a historic move? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who's your pick for the win? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth bodybuilding content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.